Okay, here's my Ableton session. Now what I have highlighted here is a MIDI channel, and it's pretty much like the audio channels in Ableton, or probably like any other digital audio workstation. It's going to ask you what device are you receiving audio and what channel possibly, and then you're going to have the same thing on the bottom. It's going to ask you where do you want to push the audio signal out to. In this case, it's going to be MIDI. So basically your inputs and your outputs. In this case, I'm going to choose my input as my Complete Control S49, and the input by default is port 1. Now, since the Atmegatron is physically receiving MIDI, I have to push it out. So I'm going to put it out through the same controller, the Complete Control, but it's going to go through port 2. Might be different for whatever controller you're going to use. So from here, we connect the physical cable from your respective MIDI controller. For me, it's the Control S49. That'll go right into the Atmegatron. Now remember that Atmegatron pushes an actual audio signal out, so you have to set up a separate audio channel. So right here, I have my channel called Atmegatron. The audio signals come from external in, which is my Apollo interface, channel 1. Pretty simple to set up, ready to go. Now, because Atmegatron is a MIDI device and will receive and output MIDI information, you could choose any device to send MIDI information to the Atmegatron. You don't have to just play a keyboard. So for this particular example, I'm using this plugin called Thesis by Sugarbytes, which is pretty much a sequencer, arpeggiator, I'm not sure what you want to call it, but I'm going to use that to create the MIDI information and send it to the Atmegatron. So to set it up, you got to click on the Sugarbytes logo and open up the menu, and it's going to ask for a MIDI out port. You're going to choose the controller that is connected to your Atmegatron. So for me, it's my Control S49. And from there, it should work pretty smoothly. Now, the immediate benefit is that you can program very tight sequences, and you can do other things you normally can't do with your hands. As you can see, I have some performance gestures here. But it also frees up your hands so you can play with the Atmegatron itself. Check it out.